All right. All right. So it's not quite halftime, but literally nothing is going on. These teams are just messing around, not wanting to get to halftime. But I thought, listen, we're going to go live and we're going to get this thing done. And we're going to see if we can get you guys back for the second half. Ladies and if you might even want to watch the second half of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome as we pregame the matchup between the 2-0 Buffalo Bills and the 2-0 Los Angeles Rams. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on Billievers Talk. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button for continual Buffalo Bills and Buffalo sports information. So we are going to get you covered for the game this Sunday between the Buffalo Bills and Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to give you my 3 keys to victory. I'm going to take all your comments, guys. Always enjoy seeing you guys in the chat room, so make sure you say, hey, what's up? If you have any questions or thoughts about this game, make sure that you let them be known, and we will have you join the conversation. I'll try to get to as many comments as I can. What's up, Joe? And let's go Buffalo Evil Crazy in the house. And again, guys, as you're coming in here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and also share this video. Let people know that we are live talking pregame between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Austin Church in the house, Ronald Enix. And guys, make sure you join me this Sunday as I go live for the live play-by-play and reaction to the game between our Buffalo Bills and the Rams. So we want to talk about our 3 keys to victory. Dan's in the house. I'm feeling more confident today than in recent days. Well, hopefully I can help with that, right? So let me know as you guys are entering this chat, what is your confidence level going into Sunday's game against the Rams? Again, both teams 2-0. The Rams looking good, but the Rams playing 2 games against the weakest division in football, or arguably the weakest division in football. The Bills looking good, but playing against 2 of the weaker teams. Although this Dolphins team, if you're watching this game on Thursday night, this Dolphins team looking pretty good against Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Fitzpatrick at 12 for 14, 2 touchdown passes. Pierre comes in. Miami looking good. They are, and this is the Miami team that we just beat last week, right? Miami had some momentum going into this game because they know they played us tough. They know what they can do on offense, and they know that they can play well. And that's what they're doing right now, up 14 on Jacksonville. But remember, the Tennessee Titans were up 14 on Jacksonville last week. Jaguars came back, made it a game. Hey, Gary, how you doing? James Snee now says, go Bills. I think Singletary is going to be the workhorse this week, says Austin Church. Well, I want to get into my 3 keys of victory. And listen, I know we want the running game to finally do something, right? However, think about last week, right? Last week going into that game, everyone thought, oh, the Bills are going to run the ball. Miami gave up over 200 yards Miami gave up over 200 rushing yards in week 1 against New England. Thought we'd do the same thing. Nuh-uh. We said Josh Allen's going to show you why he's one of the better quarterbacks in this game. Maybe the Bills have the same game plan going into this week. Hey, you think we're going to run the ball? You think we're going to avoid Jalen Ramsey? Well, we got Stephon Diggs. We'll be all right. Who are most likely out? Beasley as Pierre Martinez. I'm not sure who's all out. Listen, the injury report's been going crazy, and as you guys know, tomorrow, make sure to join me. And again, sometimes it's live, sometimes it's on the go. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but join me tomorrow as I bring you the injury report. As we have it, we'll know more about who's out for the game on Sunday, who's not out. I mean, if Beasley's out, that's a big loss for the Buffalo Bills. We saw John Brown nursing a little bit of an injury. We saw Travis White nursing a little bit of an injury. We've seen some guys take veteran days off, get that veterans rest. So there's been plenty of guys taking time off this week during practice, and it has you a little bit concerned. Who's out, who's not out for the game? Was a full go at practice today, says Evil Crazy, so that's always good news as well. But guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Billievers Talk. Let's get to my 3 keys to victory as the game's just going into halftime. I want to talk about my 3 keys to victory, get your guys' thoughts on that, and also answer any questions that you guys have. Elliot's in the house. Good to see you in here as well. Always happy to have you a part of these streams. So my first key to victory is, how does the Buffalo Bills defense do against the LA Rams tight ends, right? We saw what Gesicki, who's playing well in this game too, we saw what Gesicki did against our Buffalo Bills defense. Now, hopefully, it looks like both Tremaine Edmunds and Matt Milano will be back this Sunday, but that does not mean we don't have anything to fear with those tight ends. Yeah, angry Buffalo sports fan Fitzpatrick looking good right now, making me look bad when I'm trolling Dolphins saying, no, he's looking good. But you look at the LA Rams, and they got a pretty good tight end themselves in Tyler Higbee. Tyler Higbee had 3 touchdowns last week, 3 touchdowns for a tight end in a single week. That's going to be a problem, right? That's going to be a problem for this Buffalo Bills defense. How do the Buffalo Bills defense combat that? We know about all the weapons that the Rams have, right? Robert Woods coming back to Buffalo for the first time since he left to go to LA. So that's going to be a nice little reunion for him. Hopefully he doesn't do too well against us. We know about some of their other weapons as well, but you want to look at Tyler Higbee, that tight end, as someone who could really be a game changer in this one. We need Milano and Edmunds. We obviously do. That was proven last week. But he could really be a game changer in this one. Is the middle of the field going to be as open as it was last week for the Buffalo Bills, right? Again, Mike Gesicki had over 130 receiving yards, had a touchdown against us last week. We need to stop the tight ends for the LA Rams, and that's going to be a concern moving on through the rest of the season, right? I mean, you look at some of the teams we play, some really good tight ends in there. So that's going to continue to be a concern as we go on through the season. Hopefully Edmunds and Milano are healthy now. Hopefully they're going to stay with the team the rest of the year. And hopefully that adds a little bit to our defense and makes it a little bit harder over the middle. But we know about the depth at linebacker now. It has to make you a little bit concerned if Milano, if Edmunds were to get dinged up again. What does that mean for this defense? You know, we have a guy in Tyler Higbee who can take advantage of that if you give him the opportunity, but we must find a way to limit Higbee on Sunday. We cannot let him have the type of day that Gesicki did against us, 130 receiving yards. Just can't let that happen. My second key to victory, and listen, you remember how on Monday after our victory, I gave you my pros and cons from this game. Is Norman still out? Yes, Austin Church. Norman is still out. He was on the bike today. So he was at practice today. He was just riding the bike. But as of right now, it looks like Norman is still going to be out. And listen, Coach McDermott talked about Levi Wallace. We saw that Levi Wallace was a little bit of an issue last week as well. So hopefully he improves his game as well. But remember on Monday, we talked about our 3 positives and negatives. And listen, we could have spent all 3 positives talking about Josh Allen, right? Josh Allen had a great game on Sunday, and we were excited to see him win AFC Player of the Week, things of that nature. However, when it comes to my 3 keys to victory, all 3 keys could focus on this one guy. Listen, the Buffalo Bills offensive line needs to be able to stop. Who is it? Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the NFL. Hey, Buffalo Bills fan, good to see you in here. Hated to see Woodside leave. Thanks to Cap Jack Whaley. Yeah, Woodsy, he said. Dan said, yeah, I like Robert Woods. I always did. Hey, Daniel, good to see you in the stream. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Billievers Talk, going over our 3 keys to victory for the game this Sunday between the Rams and our Buffalo Bills, a game that I will be live streaming, live play-by-play and reaction. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to Billievers Talk, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this game. What are some of your keys to victory? My first key to victory, obviously, stopping the Rams tight ends, right? We had problems stopping the Gesicki for the Dolphins. Need to do a better job. Hopefully Edmunds and Milano are back. We'll help out with that. Let's go Buffalo, says Matt Cap. So my second key to victory is our offensive line versus Aaron Donald. Listen, Aaron Donald's a tough task no matter what. And it's funny, I was watching Josh Allen during his time yesterday after practice, or maybe even before practice, talking to Buffalo Bills media. And someone asked, who is playing Aaron Donald from the practice squad? And to be honest, I just wanted to be like, nobody, because nobody can do what Aaron Donald does. It will take 3 players on the Buffalo Bills practice squad to even come close to what Aaron Donald does. He's a game changer. He's an absolute game changer. Now, however, if you think about the Rams, you think you hear Aaron Donald, do you think that would mean that they have a high pass rush win rate? They don't. They actually don't. They actually only have a 32% pass rush win rate, which is 30th in the NFL. So, and when you look at pass rush win rate, who's one of the better ones? Second, I believe, in the NFL is going to be the Buffalo Bills. Actually, no, we have the highest. No, it's the highest pass rush win rate at 66%. So you talk about Aaron Donald, and yes, he's a threat. But when you look at this LA Rams team overall, they don't win on the pass rush, and that's something our offensive line needs to make sure is continued to be true this Sunday. Give Josh Allen time, because listen, yeah, you're going against Jalen Ramsey, but people are going to be open. You're going to get people open. Will Jalen Ramsey take out Diggs or Brown or whoever he's on? When you talk about that, zone coverage, absolutely. However, you have Beasley. Hopefully, Knox will be back. He's still in concussion protocol. Hopefully, he's back. And listen, it's still too early to say Knox can't be a good tight end. I think, he had a fumble last Sunday. We all know about that. But, man, he can still be a really good tight end. I heard the Rams are not so good against the run despite. Yeah, and that's one of the numbers that I just read. Like, Aaron Donald is the only player on that defensive line who makes a difference. But the problem is he makes a huge difference, right? If you have Aaron Donald in there and you begin to let him get fired up, let him start to make a difference, he is going to be a problem all day long. So send double teams at him, chip him with your running back, maybe you might even see Lee Smith be active for this game just for his blocking ability when it comes to someone like Aaron Donald. I'm saying it might happen for this game. We're going to be looking to have heavier set formations just so we can make sure Aaron Donald is not a difference maker. And again, on the other side of the ball, the Bills do have the highest pass rush win rate. So get some pressure on the other side of the ball, make some mistakes happen, win the turnover battle. Because listen, since McVay has taken over as the head coach for the LA Rams in 2017, the LA Rams have the best turnover to touchdown ratio in the league. Okay, so when they get turnovers, they score touchdowns. Last week against the Eagles, they forced a turnover on the first play of the first drive of the game, and they scored a touchdown. So do not turn the ball over. And when you do, if you do, try to hold them to field goals, defense. Try to make it a manageable game for our offense. What's the latest on Milano and Edmonds? They were at full in practice today. Milano was not in a red jersey. Edmonds was in a red jersey, but they were both there. They're both participating. It looks like they both should be good to go come Sunday. We'll know more tomorrow, and I will give you my injury report live right here as soon as it becomes known to the public who's in, who's out for the game on Sunday. I will come on here on this channel and make sure you guys know. So again, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hey, Bills fan 1970, let's go. AJA17, thank you. I'm confident in the snowman. But Aaron Donald normally lines up on the right side. He does not line up on the left side. Or he lines up on the left side, so he'd be going up against our right tackle, not the right side, going up against our left tackle. So I trust Deion Dawkins too, but he's not going to be going up against Aaron Donald the whole game. They'll be making Aaron Donald move around, even playing some defensive tackle. We saw that a few times so far this season and in previous seasons. So he's going to be a difference maker. So you have to do your best to contain him. Again, you can't always stop him, but you have to contain him. The run D missed them. The run D misses them. Our defense over the middle against tight end misses them. So, but those are my first two keys. Again, first key, stopping Tyler Higbee, tight end of the LA Rams, and the tight end unit overall for the Rams. Our second key, stopping Aaron Donald. The Buffalo Bills offensive line against Aaron Donald. Again, the Rams defense doesn't have too much. They only have a few weapons. But when the weapons they do have are big name guys who make a big difference. And then the Bills get some pressure on the other side of the ball. My third thing to mention here, and I hate bringing it up, listen, all week I've been talking about how the Rams had to go from Philadelphia back to LA, from LA back to Buffalo. Makes a short week, makes you tired, right? And we've seen some teams, once they have back-to-back East Coast games, they stay on the East Coast. But due to the new rules, due to the pandemic, teams were not allowed to do that this year. So you have the Rams on a short week, well, not a short week, but a high travel week for them, going back and forth, East Coast, West Coast. East Coast, you think got on the ropes, right? But since 2017, since McVay has taken over for this Rams team, they are 5-0 at 1 o'clock East Coast games. Okay, so don't think that the time, and this is a stat that I kept bringing up, so I'm going to stop bringing this stat up that they have to go from west to east, because listen, McVay doesn't care about that. McVay has his team ready to go every single week. If you go west to east, he doesn't want to hear you're tired. He doesn't want to hear that it's 10 a.m. on the West Coast. He wants to see it playing hard, and his team is 5-0 since 2017 at 1 p.m. East Coast games. So obviously that might not be as big of a factor as we hoped it would be, but that's just some of the numbers that I wanted to share with you regarding our Buffalo Bills. Hey, Apex, good to see you in here. And again, guys, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk for this pregame edition. I go live every Thursday during halftime of Thursday Night Football, giving you my 3 keys to victory. And in this one, my 3 keys to victory: stopping Tyler Higbee, tight end, and the whole tight end unit for the LA Rams. And if we have Milano and Edmonds back, which it looks like we will, I don't want to get too optimistic just yet, but Milano was practicing full participant practice today with full pads, so he looks like he's going to be good to go. Edmonds did still have that red jersey on, but he was a full participant in practice, so hopefully he will be good to go. It's time for White to get a couple interceptions. Austin Church says, I actually listened to this Buffalo Bills media talk to Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs and Tre'Davious White love going up against each other in practice. They love those one-on-ones. They love those opportunities. Iron sharpens iron, and that's exactly what they are doing. But even Stephon Diggs said, listen, I'm always putting high expectations on Trey White. I'm telling him he owes me 2 interceptions because we've had 2 games and no interceptions. We know there's going to be plenty of passing in this game. Can Tre'Davious White step up, or will Jalen Ramsey on the other side, will he step up? Remember what Jalen Ramsey has said about Josh Allen? I'm sure he's backpedaling from those statements now. But remember last year, or was it 2 years ago, Jalen Ramsey called our quarterback trash. Called him trash back when he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And remember how that it was 2 years ago. Remember how that Bills-Jaguars game turned out? Josh Allen shut him up hard with a big victory. That was the game where Leonard Fournette got into a fight and got ejected. So we all know what Jalen Ramsey had at one time thought about our quarterback, Josh Allen. Hopefully now Josh Allen can shut him up again. Now that we have more weapons for Josh Allen. Again, you talk about John Brown, you talk about Cole Beasley, you talk about Stephon Diggs. 3 big weapons. I saw someone say that might be John Brown and Diggs are probably the best duo. Very possible. Diggs going to make Ramsey look like trash, says Austin Church. Very possible, guys. I think that it's going to be a great matchup. And again, guys, join me at 12:30 Eastern time on Sunday as I go live and give you a little bit more of a pregame, and then go live for live play-by-play and reaction to the game between our Buffalo Bills and the LA Rams. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk, giving you my 3 keys to victory. Look out for me tomorrow as I give you the injury report for the Buffalo Bills. The second half is just getting ready to start here on Thursday Night Football, so enjoy the game. Again, the Dolphins looking pretty good. But my 3 keys to victory: Bills stop Tyler Higbee at tight end for the Rams, stopping Aaron Donald. Again, I don't know if you can stop him, but at least contain him and make it harder for him to get some sacks on Josh Allen. And that's going to be Josh Allen's job too. Use those feet. Is it on TV? The Thursday night game right now is on NFL Network. At least that's how I'm watching it. If you're talking about the Bills game, depending where you live, it might be on. But I guarantee you I will be here on Sunday as long as everything goes well at home. So again, that's my second key to victory: offensive line versus Aaron Donald. My third key to victory is don't think just because the Rams are coming to the East Coast and we know about the West Coast to East Coast normally that the Bills have an advantage, because they don't. McVay is 5-0 on the East Coast on 1 o'clock game since 2017. Josh could collect a couple more penalties. Ramsey and Donald. Yeah, I would love to see Josh Allen still prove some haters out there, because apparently there's still some Josh Allen haters out there, even after he threw for 300 and 400 yards so far this year. On pace to have over 6,000 yards of passing offense. Just don't think he's going to get that much, but don't know why people are still hating on him. No interceptions, 6 touchdowns, tied for second most in touchdowns in the NFL. There's a lot good going on in Buffalo, and let's keep it rolling this Sunday when the Buffalo Bills play the Rams. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk. Enjoy the second half of the Thursday night football game. I'm going to enjoy it, and I look forward to catching you all tomorrow when I give you the injury report, and then Sunday when I go live for live play and reaction. I'll talk to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.